Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
Right, it's time to think about tackling this doorway. I've taken the frame apart, measured it, and it was too big. Even though I've got a correct size door, and we based this opening upon the information that we got from the manufacturer as to what size hole it needed. Strange. So, after a word with Andy from Finca Life, he suggested I took some wood out the door frame apart and took it over to visit him, and he would customise the door frame for us, agreeing that this door frame, the side with the hinges, needed to remain at its full thickness because it's not very thick wood. So he ripped it down for me, which is absolutely brilliant. His saw must have gone mad, look, my hair fell off. Unfortunately, it would seem that either the frame that we've put in is bowed, which it didn't seem to be with the big long level, or this wood is bowed, which it isn't. We have an out of square door, rectangular door. I put the frame on before I decided to put it together to make sure everything was correct first. So I put the hinge side on and hung this door on it, and then put the top rail up there, and that's fine. And then put this door frame bit that Andy cut down for me against, and we just tried to close the door. It doesn't fit here. Just this little bit here to about there is just too big. I don't know. We drew a pencil line actually. It's that, as you can see. It's not right. But then it continues perfectly fine afterwards. So it's actually this door that is slightly wider at this end by a little bit than it is down there. But I don't understand, unless it's something to do with the hinges, but I don't think it is. I measured it, and yeah, the tape says there's about a 3mm difference. But I don't know if that's the 3mm difference, the whole lot being crooked, or if it's just that. So, that's a real big disappointment. And in addition, I'd mismeasured for the top rail. It's a little bit too short. So obviously, it's just a catalogue of errors again for me. We'll fix it. Might turn it into a feature. You never know. Yeah, so obviously I'm going to put the two sides up and then do something with the middle bit at the top. Yeah, I'm a bit rubbish at this sort of thing. Right, so what I've done is I've pre-drilled some holes. I'll put this light on. In here, in this frame here, to go down to mount it to here. I'd already done it for there. And get this door frame fitted, the two sides, and then work out a fix for the top. And then, somehow, I'm going to have to try and make this door right.
So, where have you been?
I've been to see my saviour, Andy. He's lent me his electric plane.
Aeroplane?
Oh, that thing. Never used one before in my whole life.
Looks like a scary machine.
Yes. And as you can see here, I don't know if you can see, this is all we've got to take off. Just about there. There's a tiniest little bit.
That is just stopping the door from closing.
Yes.
So we are on it.
Yes. And Lillian is my beautiful workbench.
I am. I'm holding this still. Like that.
Yes.
Beautiful workbench. Oh, thank you.
Yes. Right. and they gave me instructions on how to use it.
Yes. Go for it.
Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad.
No, it's definitely doing it. I can smell wood. Cut wood, if that makes sense.
Now, that could just be my head getting hot in the sun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right, we'll continue with more of the same.
Yes. Right. Done one side.
Yes.
Done the other side.
Yes.
The opposite corners. It's not going to be perfectly square, but as long as it's square enough to fit.
As long as the door closes once it's hung, that's all that matters.
Talking about closing, I better bring the handles up, haven't you, boy?
Oh, yes.
And the handles. Okay, right. If I can give you the handles,
Yes.
please. I shall carry this back.
Yep. I'll meet you up there.
Okay. I'll just pop these handles back on, because if it works first time, I don't want to be locked in. I know you wouldn't mind it, because it's required, but that doesn't mean anything.
Good boy, Skin. Good boy. Yes.
And obviously these have got to come back off again anyway, because once we know it works, we need to fix this damage to the door, sand it down,
Yes.
so it can be
Painted.
Right, that's that pin just done. Good thing about these is the hinges. You just post them on, but it's a lot easier when there's only 2 inches. It's got to line all 3. And this is the point where I normally swear.
You can't because you're on film today.
I think I might have it. Right, mind your fingers down.
Yep.
Mind your fingers. Thank you. If it drops, it'll go drop.
There.
Like that, it goes drop.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stand outside.
Does the handle work? Did you test it?
Yes! Thanks ever so much, Andy. You saved my life.
Awesome sauce.
Come in and try it. The handle's connected both sides, so you're not going to be locked in.
Can you see? It was just interfering just there. That's all we had to take off.
Never mind.
But it was fine here.
What's
Nothing's been taken off here. Perfect.
Is it interfered anywhere?
No.
Oh, I thought I just heard you say on that it's interfering.
No.
Oh.
That's where it was interfering.
Ah, okay.
Go in and have a look yourself. You can see the light.
Okay. Right, come on, Riskin. Good boy, because you don't go to toilets inside. Yeah. Awesome. It could just do with another little touch off this hinge. But
It will be fine.
I was going to say, I don't risk it. I don't risk it
No.
because it's such a small amount.
Exactly. No, we'll live with that. That is perfect. Very happy.
Yeah, and you can see the difference because this is factory preset and this hasn't moved or anything and it's
No.
just not right. Crazy people.
Yes, it's crazy. We know how to fix it now, so the next one won't be as stressful because we know what the problem is in advance. They just don't make square doors.
No, but we also don't have the tools to repair it. I'll have to borrow them again. But I'm happy with this one. That's another tick in a box.
Yes.
And that's a box, so I'm ticking in it. Tick.
Tick.
Ah, awesome. Well, that didn't last very long, did it, Dover? Did it? Somebody hadn't worked out how to open the door from this side like the other two. Yes, that one. Oh well. We've got about a week. Never mind. What do you reckon, Loki? Use a different material, something a bit stronger. I thought so. Give me his little head. Right, so as we saw, this room's done. And Dylan's gone to about here. The rest of it's all scabby painting, but you've done it up to around here. And I'll explain why in a moment. Our next project is repair these stairs. We're going to have terracotta styles, terracotta bullnose tyres.
Yes.
That's correct, yeah. So all this stuff needs to be done. So basically, from here, the step into the bedroom and then going all the way down, they're going to be terracotta bullnose tiles.
Yeah.
As you can see, or you may not be able to see, the state of the stairs are a little bit worn, let's say.
You can see here where it's been worn away. There's a different layer there, then there's another layer there. You can see it more clearly here.
Yes. And these
some
were
of them
actually gloss painted, weren't they?
Yes.
In places.
Some of them are in better condition than others. They're all worn, but they've obviously been walked on.
Yes.
But the interesting thing's going to be...
That's our misstep.
Yeah, you see they've all got this piece of wood. This one is somewhat trashed.
Yeah.
This seems to be yeso. And in here is rubbish.
Literally, I think.
Literally backfill.
Yeah.
We are just going to have, there's some rocks in there and stuff, you see, they're well peculiar. We're going to have to just go with it when we try and repair, well, we're not going to try and repair them, we are going to repair them, but it's just going to be a case of actioning whatever we have to depending upon what we find.
Yes. So, I will be taking off these slopey tops which has been added on and added on and added on to find out where we are with what we've got. Hopefully, under most of these, it's going to be relatively good.
Hopefully.
Unlike that one there.
Yeah.
So that's that project. And nothing like fluidity, is it we used to call it?
Fluidity in action.
Yes.
You see this horrible banister, which we actually thought would be alright.
Yes.
We hate it now.
Yes, we do. So, nothing like demolishing after you've had something done, but that's okay. Originally there was two little versions of this as well, and then up.
Yeah, there was up at the top bit, went across. Yes, we removed those.
And they came out really, really easily.
They did.
They really did come out easily, so we're hoping that these will come out just as easy. The intention is to drill some holes around these points here. Just drill around best I can.
Just to make it loose.
Just to make it loose in a smaller area.
Yeah.
And then try and extract them that way. So that's that, and then we'll just fix it. The wall.
The actual strongest bit potentially is, if you remember back on one of our earlier videos, we had a problem here in this wall and it had to be rebuilt, and I did it with this lime, and I've done it on purpose, and we actually, you see, we made a feature of the edging of it, and then it followed. Mind your hand on it. Sorry. Goes across there. Looks really nice, but I've done this with lime. Good, I don't know how long ago, a year ago, so that's going to be solid.
It will be, but also that was trapped and wedged in between two rocks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then that was absolutely solid. Because we tried wriggling it and to see what happened, and it didn't happen. It just stayed there.
Yeah.
So that one I'm guessing could be the most difficult one, because I don't know. They might all be equally difficult.
Well,
that may come out easily once this other bit's out.
We'll see.
Yeah.
The reason behind removing these is, one, I'm a pain in the butt because I've changed my mind, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Two, it's covered in masses and masses of layers of gloss paint. And we know what we think of gloss paint now, don't we? Doesn't matter what colour it is.
I mean, Nitromors would remove it, or the equivalent thereof, but...
It's horrible.
Yeah.
If we need a handrail, we can get something much, much nicer, much more stylish in the future.
Yes. Not that we know what we'd have.
No.
But there's options.
Yeah.
And this could do for outside, because it's metal. We could strip it all back outside, it wouldn't matter. For the steps
yes.
out there,
yeah,
because there's only that central rail, and we intend to do other work much in the future, and these could actually be utilised outside.
For handrail outside where there's going to be steps.
Yes. Yeah. And furthering on from that conversation that we had and the discussions, I finally convinced Lillian that these marble steps need to go.
When we first moved here, obviously they were here, and we've worked around them, and they just are. I wasn't nearly as confident as I am now at doing stuff, plastering, building, whatever. We didn't come here with an intention to have them to do any building at all. It's turned into somewhat different to that.
Yes.
They are ugly. They don't match anything else. This floor or any other marble we've got anywhere else, this onyx.
Very thick.
They're very thick onyx. Each step is a different height, which you get used to if you live here, but for somebody else to come and use it, when we had friends around the other day, they struggled. They were whoops, because they missed the step, because they're all different heights to each other.
Yeah, that was the highest one down there, and then that's the same as this one, but then it's different again here.
It seems to be built out of concrete blocks. I know there's all this detritus in the way at the minute.
Yeah.
We'll lift one and see.
Yeah, we'll reveal it all and then see what we've got to work with, and maybe do what we have to do.
Yeah.
We're going to try and save them though.
Oh yes, the marble is big, thick, solid marble, useful for something.
Yeah. We'll have to grind off this one, the grinder, but that's fine. That's not a problem.
Okay, yeah.
Because that actually goes
that was
slightly underneath this.
Yeah, that was a platform, wasn't it? To a point. We removed the back ones, but it goes underneath there slightly. Yeah. That's not an issue.
It's horrible there because it's got a cut out in it.
Exactly.
We'll fix it. We'll
do something.
Yes, remove what we don't want.
Yeah. We've got two options. We either go with those tiles and continue them down,
which go down the corridor.
Which then go down the corridor, or we use whatever we're going to use down these stairs and go down. Don't know. We'll have to remove these and have a look.
Yes, I like the idea of terracotta.
Yes.
To go there, because you're going up to go upstairs, but then again you're also going up to go that way. But I think that would just tie in nicely.
Yes.
The terracotta.
Yeah.
And then go up.
Yeah.
You want to remove this. So far I've said not a good idea unless you're going to replace it with something else, because it is a bit dangerous and it is a good 3.5, nearly 4 feet drop.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So if somebody comes down these stairs, they could potentially fall over the edge that way. Can I have it cut off here then and not have this bit?
I don't know. Possibly.
If just the steps were open in this room, it would make this room seem significantly bigger. I see what you mean about the bit where you are now.
Grind this off and grind this off.
Yes, and just take that bit off.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't think that it would weaken it any more than it is anyway, because that's not connected very well and it wobbles about.
Yeah. It's only a visual, really. If somebody fell on that, it would be no different. We thought, I don't know, it's an idea. Visually, if this bit was removed, the room would seem much bigger. If you imagine,
it's not a small room, is it?
No, of course it isn't. But you imagine sitting here on a sofa and that's open. It makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't. It's not a small room. No, it just seems it because it's full of junk. Still.
Yeah, yeah. As regards painting in here, that wall will be line washed.
Yes.
This could be all will be line washed.
With the TVs going there. Yes.
There's a little bit of repair to do behind that board, you know, where we didn't put the lime on thick enough on
Yes.
the sharpish edge.
Yeah.
And that cracked in its natural process, and then that needs repairing.
Yes.
Ceiling is going to be white,
Yes.
and the beams are going to be white emulsioned,
Yes.
so it just works.
Yes.
And then the rest of the walls are not going to be pure white. They're going to be.
Same as upstairs.
Are you going the same upstairs or
Yes.
slightly different?
Same
You'll
as
decide.
upstairs.
Yeah, you're saying that
At the
now.
moment.
You're saying that now, but you did say about the master stain.
Yeah, I know.
Bubble.
Ba, 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 bum.
That's it. And that's where we are.
Under the stairs there is the big pile of the clipped together flooring.
Yes.
We did a trade with a friend for, we had a brand new oven in Cave 2 that wouldn't work because we didn't have enough electricity.
That's right.
But it was brand new, still covered in its cellophane
And a halogen hob.
and a halogen hob. And we did a trade for all of that flooring that is enough to do upstairs. We have to make a decision as to what floor to put down here. I am currently tempted with floor tiles, carpet tiles. I can get hotel quality ones, so they'll be hard wearing for the dogs, the dust, the weather, the Spain. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's it.
So that's an update as to what we have coming up in the future.
Yes, our plans. Before we move in.
I know, it's exciting.
It is.
It's now quite a short list. Still big jobs, but it's a short list rather than being 27.
Yeah.
It's 10.
That's it. Yes.